Welcome to the nation. Sorry I ain't have a chance to make, what you call it, no thingamajiggum um, thumbnail. I added after I finished. I had to talk about this right quick. So, both of 50 Sons dropped disc records. Excuse me, that wasn't right. Both of T.I. Sons dropped disc records on 50. That's wild business. It's wild business. I did hear one other person speaking from my point of view. He was on the Don't Quote Me podcast. Rain. He was talking about how no, I didn't, and he articulated something that I said on a couple of occasions, but I think he drove the point home a little bit better than I did because I be trying to say a whole bunch of stuff. I be trying to get my whole point out within a 10-15 minute span. He's talking about the levels of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? The levels of disrespect that have been, perpetuated. The habitual line steppedness of the whole thing is out of hand, right? And to go in the studio and write, for this man to get up and get dressed and write poetry, there's a part of that there's a part of that that that's like, nah, b. I wish I would. I remember back in the days, like in the early 2000s, before all of this was happening. Before all of this was happening, all of the battle rap culture hadn't blew up or none of that. There, of course, a diss records already existed, you know, but I remember taking the position that, and I said it on a rap somewhere. I can't remember the bars right now. But I know I'm gonna remember it soon, and I'm gonna remember as soon as this video go off, and I'm gonna be mad about it. But the position that I was standing on in regards to battle, like this records, was like, I ain't making no songs till after I slap you. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That was young, aggressive, ignorant rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was, like I said, early 2000s. That was the position I was taking. Like, I'm not doing no this, no nothing. You know what I mean? Not doing that. Cause nah. But yeah, like if you disrespectionize me, like listen, man. Listen, listen. I may be speaking from. I say this all the time. I'm not ashamed to say this. I may be speaking from trauma. You know what I'm saying? First, when I came in the game, niggas thought they was gonna be rap beefing. That rap beef turned into street beef almost instantly. You live and you learn. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, this is what it is. Oh, all right. I can never expect it to be no less than that. But anyway, on to the title. Both of this nigga sons dropped poetry. I say poetry because it's a little, I get it, but that's what y'all want to hear. So, you know, um, I don't have any breakdowns of the poetry. I think Damani's song is it's all right. I think it fits his personality. It's like it's called Miss Jackson, I believe. It's like he's talking to 50's mother, or 50's mom is deceased, right? Is he talking to his grandmother? Whatever, but 50's last name is Jackson. Song is, they sampled the Outcast, Sorry Miss Jackson, and he rapping to him quite introspectively. Like, just the disrespect is like good kid disrespect. Yeah, it's good kid disrespect. You know what I mean? The uh the King song is Them niggas are like, it's like they like Huey and Riley. King is Riley. That's how they diss records sound. To put it simply, you know what I mean. But it's not really. It's no great rapping in King. Like Damani is actually a good rapper. He can rap. You know what I mean. King is young boy trap drilly. You know what I'm saying. It's not no high level writing or nothing like that. But the disrespect is front and center. And hey, it is what it is. Um, yeah. 50's not gonna rap though. So again, he's admitted that he's taken L's. I don't know. I mean, some people appreciate the fact that he can admit that he's taken L's, but I'm amazed because nobody ever does that. You know what I mean? Nobody ever no niggas could be losing. Dudes be getting dragged, mashed out, poop papped and Ming mouthed it up. They will not admit they took no loss. 50 has admitted that he is taking L's. Here's another position that I saw on the topic that I found interesting. Something food for thought. It's not my position, but it's just something that I saw and it was interesting. It was a little bit funny. It was a little bit true. But what do y'all think about it? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it was all true. It was a little bit true. But listen to this, y'all. Y'all ready? Go. Let's see.
One, why you gotta? I ain't like that T.I. shit. For one, why you gotta double up the accent? Cause you cut your hair and you're back rapping. You picking up your fucking fake Atlanta accent. I can't get past the fake accent no matter what you saying. You did your big word, I'm an intellectual rebrand 10 fucking years ago, bro. Say 50 Cent a snitch. Okay, they've been saying this for 20 fucking years and ain't nobody never had nothing to show for it. If you gonna say that, you better have something to show for it. They say 50 can't rap, 50 not gonna respond. He need to rap back. 50 Cent was rapping about T.I. 20 years ago, getting caught with 10 machine guns and walking fresh out the fucking jail when they was calling him a snitch. And T.I. ain't responded to that shit back then. He said, oh, you went on to go do acting because you can't rap no more. T.I. went and tried to do acting too. His shit just ain't pop like that. So then he went and did reality TV and exploited his family for 10, 15 fucking years before he went on to do his little fucking rebrand like he's a family man. After he exploited his wife and kids so he could get some motherfucking money from the TV. What the fuck is we talking about? They on the same, it's the same accusations back and forth. What you mean 50 ain't got nothing to say?
I thought that was interesting. You know what I mean? I thought that was interesting. Somebody said King had 50's moms on the shirt. That is diabolical. I will agree with that. Um Somebody said I take it dude's a 50 fan. I take it you're not. I mean, I'm a 50 fan too. You know what I mean? I'm absolutely biased to New York. I mean, if it was T.I. against somebody outside of hip hop, I'm rolling with T.I. Just so you know, if it was hip hop against anybody outside the culture, anybody out. I mean, unfortunately, if it was him against somebody out, him against a white guy, no, I'm rolling with T.I. You know what I mean? If he was beefing with a real comedian, or if he was beefing with a actor or a politician, I'm rolling with T.I. But it's hip hop on hip hop, so I'm hip hop biased. That's how T.I. get the bias. But if it's New York and I'm rolling with 50, and I've always been a 50 fan. I've also always been a T.I. fan. So it's like I, my bias edges to 50, but he's taking L's right now, and I'm able to say that. But I'm also able to say that White Boy has some points right there, dude. He said something interesting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody said I'm a fan of both, but I gotta admit 50 getting jumped right. He getting the shit jumped out of him right now. Yeah, I'm not here to keep it fake with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing some of it, I'm like, ouch, ooh, ouch. But I gotta remember, a loss to me might not be a loss to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know, like 50, like I don't like doing none of this stuff. So if I found myself in this situation, I've already lost almost. Now I gotta overwin to win, right? But to somebody who drama is their brand, we don't know if they really consider it a loss. But he admitted, you know, he made one of the videos. He getting on a private plane, like, I'm leaving. Y'all hurt my feelings, right? Niggas is hopping, son. If applicable, they jumping fire out, son, right now. Then he said that other thing that I pointed out. Where's that? Where's that? He said, I know what you're thinking. How is this happening? It's very simple. I'm on fire. He was bragging about his new show that he working on. He said, I'll take these L's. LOL. GLG, Green Light Gang, Branson Cognac. You know what I mean? So he's very aware of the fact that he's taking L's, but he appears not to care. It's all part of a day's work. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Welcome to the nation, Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, your tour guide, your landlord, owner, tenant, janitor, I'm off the damn floor with you if you don't follow the rules. I'm the president and the king around here and all of that. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Do all of the things. Y'all already know. Y'all all been on YouTube probably longer than me. Just spell things correctly, because you're messing up the search engine searches for the tourists when they trying to take the gospel back. It's monster, not monster. So A, no ER. It's helter skelter, no helter skelters. A's and H's, no E's and R's. And it's BCC, not BBC. Pause protesters. Get your ass out of here. Rock on, rock go.